Man, oh man, here we go again. And my adopted stepson here is back again. I don't know what he's doing.
Putting pipe threads in brake fittings.
Pipe threads and hot rod brake pedal. Sounds good.
Off. Why would you give me a socket that's stripped out?
No, it's 6-point. He thought she was going to be a 12.
If 6 don't do it,
And 12 never
would have.
Here, I'll get you a speed wrench. Why did I hand you that? Why are you putting pipe threads in a brake pedal? That's a real question. Today, we are going to be doing some tubs on Randy's truck. And if you look at Randy's truck, well, it may look a little different. That's because that is no longer in that. And that's a whole process, and you'll be seeing it.
I used to do some tubs in high school. Wait.
Oh, boy. I don't even know what I was talking about.
That's tubs in Randy's truck.
Yeah. I got a visual I didn't need. That's going to be a main channel video coming up. That's new motor, new transmission. We rebuilt the rear end, new gears, just thrashed on it, got a lot done. Did not have enough time to get these tubs in, and he needs these tubs. Those tires just get into the wheel well. Yesterday, me, Slick, and Mortsky were in it, had it weighted down pretty good, and we were going through some curves, probably running 75 or so, and we started hitting some bumps, and those start turning into parking brakes real quick, and it pulls you wherever you want, so it's kind of dangerous. And I'm sure pulling these out and putting those in that don't have pre-drilled holes or nothing's gonna go just super fast. So we're gonna get a late start on that. We're getting a late start because me and Mortsky's done been to the glass shop up in Tuttle, Oklahoma, because we picked up the Travelall. Now the Travelall had a new glass, new rubbers there, but she now, instead of having a bunch of shaking, rattling windows, she has new seals all the way around the vent windows, new felts, new little those, new door seals on there. Now I did clean up all the old stuff and blend paint on there like 3 years ago, so that was kind of ready for him. He was so happy. He's like, man, you done did the hard part for me. So now we've got some functioning glass. You see these little edges here, got the little protector seal thing kind of on them, new rubbers just all the way down, and this is way better. Before, that would have slammed and clammed. This would have rattled real bad. Now on this one, y'all may notice and you may not notice, International Travelalls and Travelettes, they came with chrome trim around the middle window only. By chrome, I mean that stainless right in there. And as you see, we left ours off. Now, you can see some blue paint underneath there, and you can see clips, so to some people that may look crappy, but it just, to me, it looks so goofy to have that trim on there, and then you don't have it on that glass, you don't have it on that glass, just the center windows just reflecting like, hey, look back here. So I'm gonna run it with that, and we'll see how that goes. All the doors are done, guys. Every single door has all the new stuff. It's gonna be awesome. I'm hoping, well, my goal with selling the dually to him was to then take the money and finish out some of these a little better, where they're more enjoyable to drive. And this glass, without these channels in there, they move about a ½ inch. So there's nothing enjoyable about listening to them windows just clack, 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 clack. The AC blows nice and cold out there, but I put rear AC in it, and it don't blow cold. But I think it don't blow cold because it's actually low. And I know that seems crazy, but there ain't a leak because this thing's been charged for 3+ years. I just think from the get-go it wasn't serviced enough. It did blow cold at first, but I think once it kind of did its thing, and I don't know, maybe something else is going on. I put a little can on it that has a little gauge and it showed low. Aaron, my buddy, he has the actual setup for doing that, so we may go over there and see him. He's having problems with that Roadster. We fixed all kinds of stuff on it. Y'all be able to see that on his main channel here shortly. But we've got some axle seals coming in for him. The Travelall, you may notice, this was used to be a cracked, I almost said a clacked, and it ain't clacked, it was cracked. A cracked piece of glass down across here. And this was out of that Travelall that we pulled up out of the woods. It was a green one, total piece of crap. That glass ain't perfect. The lamination is coming apart. However, no one makes that glass. Very hard to find. And I think that looks better than having a big old crack spidered across there. And that one that's cracked is also super foggy. So our back doors are sealed up. All this obviously got some love and attention. And it's over an hour drive there, hour drive back. On the way back, we had to get some bearings for him from another store across town. All in all, it's gonna have us getting a late start, which I was supposed to record yesterday, but of course Mortsky was here and had my lift tied up, and took me and Slick a whole day of fixing his piece of crap he bought. And that carries in today, and he still has the lift tied up, and I know all he's gonna do is let me and Slick fix all this stuff so he can take it up there and mark it up a lot of money and just try to make an arm and a leg off of our free labor, because that's the kind of guy he is. And most y'all can tell, I've even seen it in the comments, that I just absolutely hate it when he's here. I don't know why he feels welcome or he keeps coming back, but
I'm ready for lunch. You wanna go grab me some lunch quick? That'd be great.
I'll get you some lunch and the rest of the parts.
Okay.
Anything you need, sir. Let me start that car up and hope it revs up and backfires. Just blows Mortsky Jr. clean off you. Hello, Theo. Hello, my friend. I like you much more than him. Yeah, I do. You're nicer. You don't hold up tools. You don't got me working on this dang old ground that I worked so hard to get off of. You don't say you're ready to go and then work on your car for another 15 minutes and then say you gotta go take a poop and it'll be another hour and a half. No, sir, you don't. You're a good boy, unlike him. Here you go, Theo. You hold the shop rags, okay? Good boy. You're a good helper. Boy, you really want to work hard today, don't you? Yeah, that'll get you back, Jack. Woo! He's pulling a wheelie. Ah, death claw. Ow, ow. Apparently I'm only good for one death claw. Don't you be dropping the rags. We gotta have the rags, dude. Ah. Sorry that camera shook so much. Had that baby clapped with my thighs holding that camera. Now Theo's vehicle inspector. You get a vehicle in here, he'll inspect it, make sure you don't have no rodents, frogs, crickets, anything that hops, flies. They better be careful around old Theo. He'll get them. Then he'll use his rag to wipe his mouth like he's at the dinner table. A quick inspection. Ain't been in here since he's had her on the road. Looking good we are. She's practically a brand new truck at this point. New suspension, new brakes, new fuel system, new motor, new transmission, rebuilt rear end. Up next, before we get too buck nasty, let's unhook a battery. Unhooking what can burn down your vehicle before you start any maintenance can sometimes be a smart idea. Well, not any maintenance. Well, you know what I mean. Any maintenance where we're gonna be removing all this crap that attaches to it. There we go. What's that, 1/2 inch also? Metric. Who knows? Who knows? Mismatch, knick-knack, paddywhack, give Theo a bone. Theo, where's your bone? Get your bone. Where's your dinosaur? Go get your dinosaur. Where's your Mortsky? Attack! Attack! Such a good guard dog. He said I bit him once, but it left a bad taste in my mouth.
Too much fat.
Yeah! Good thing we cleared off the fridge where we can stack more stuff on it. Don't do it! It's not worth it! It's all fun and games till we lose brake line again in this thing and we can't stop.
No trailer this time though.
Yeah, that's true. Guys, it's so much quieter in here. We were talking about the first time Mortsky came down, we drove this thing all over and how much crap just rattled. There's a couple little squeaks we're still hearing. I'm thinking it's probably like the levers and stuff in the doors themselves. Of course, once door panels are on, that's gonna help quiet that down, make it harder to hear. But either way, it's kind of enjoyable. And we've got the air conditioning on and we're not losing it. So even though it's like 100 degrees outside right now, And this don't have no UV protection, fancy glass or nothing. It's a mobile greenhouse. It's actually pretty enjoyable to drive right now. If we get that AC in the rear blowing cold, it's really gonna help us out. If we happen to black out the glass and put some gloss black 20s on it in the near future, it may help as well. Everyone knows gloss black 20s help your vehicle stay cooler. Let's see if this motor wants to blow up or not. That's the ultimate test right there. You power through that bump we hit and this thing don't rattle, you're good. Took old Mordecus and got him fed because he's complaining like a, what do you say, your significant other. If you don't feed them, they're not happy. Swing by over here, the Kaiser's Rod and Custom. See Mr. Kaiser himself. He serviced this for me back in the day. He said just need a little bit, it ain't worth getting the fancy card out here. We'll just hook up a quick set of gauges. Mine are leaking, so everything I have for AC's in not good shape. We'll see if we can't put a little refrigerant in her and get that back blowing cool too. Boy, it feels nice in here. So that's our rear right there. That should be rear on. I know for doing this you want all your fans at full blast. Uh-oh, he's dropping our head. Yeah, they say we're reading too high over there for where we're reading over here. Like almost enough air ain't coming across the condenser.
Well, I hate to say it.
10 pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag.
We're gonna have to move them coolers. But we are low, for sure.
We got two problems.
Yeah, we'll be okay at 3 and a quarter here.
Yeah.
We'll be okay, but it'll work better if we can keep it down around 250. It'll get colder.
Okay.
Go ahead and throw some in it.
Whatever you think's best for now. You think I need to move the transmission cooler?
Both of them.
What other cooler did I put on there? Power steering?
Probably power steering.
Yeah, I forgot. I asked you what cooler I put on here. What other one did I put on here? It's been too long, I forgot.
You see how quick it drops when I start spraying it? I can tell we don't have enough airflow.
Okay. Yeah, that's part of it. We'll continue to work through our problems here. I'm just not convinced that I don't have another problem. See, this is a solenoid valve that cuts off the refrigerant, but that always feels cool, like it's going through there. But like this air right now, it ain't even like cool, much less starting to feel cold. Whew. Whew, whew, whew. Well, got good news and got bad news. Good news is we know what to fix. Bad news is rear AC still ain't working. We'll blame Mortsky.
It's nice and cool in here though.
Yeah, nice and cool in the front of the Travel. Just don't hop in the back. Yeah,
Look, they got good hats.
Damn right. Good taste anyhow. I don't know if the hat's that good. No, that is a good hat. So we're actually up here where Top Stitch works with Aaron. He's of course the upholstery side of things.
Taking the 90s out of the McGuire's wheelies.
Yeah, you may take it out of it, you ain't gonna take it off of it. That interior ain't gonna change that paint job. Now this thing's cool. They got the miniature C10 AC controls in this one. Look at that thing.
Why not?
That looks good.
Why not?
I'm gonna be all over the top.
No.
Look at these things.
Oh, the connector.
Well, yeah, a little
Power-
brass.
That's for the power window.
Brass contacts for all your different windows, switches, blah blah blah.
When you don't want your windows to roll up and down.
When you don't want them to work. We lost continuity. Wonder where it could be. So this pickup's yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. That thing's sweet. We could have went a little more, put in Fab Shop blue on the Steelies. But other than that, that's pretty good. Real quick before we cut out of here and try to get some actual work done today, show y'all a quick tour of the Kaiser shop here. They're doing a little rearrange because a car come through the front of the building up in there. This used to be the upholstery shop where Top Stitch did most of his sewing. Take a ride through this old fan and get stuck this way, and we got a little bit of a fabrication area in here. You can say they got slip roll, little sheet metal brake, roller, bandsaw, lathe, exhaust bender, you name it, they got it, it seems like. Right here, this AD truck is looking good. This is actually sitting on a Bowling Brothers chassis. They have started making chassis for these trucks, and they have one here. And this thing, I love the color on it. Of course, you know I'm a fan of a Bowling Brothers chassis. This thing is looking good. Custom floor pans, firewall, LS motor. Pretty nice looking build going on. Another little LS swap. Woo! He gets her all fixed up. he still had that long hair you were talking about earlier, he'd cut a donut.
Yeah.
Good thing he's calmed down since then.
He had one of those in the 80s. That's why he don't run for mayor. He said he'd have 10 kids pop up.
Sweet little Chevy pick-em-up truck here. As y'all can see, they work on some nicer, higher-end builds, which costs nicer, higher-end money. But if you're interested in any work, Aaron here, he knows his stuff. So y'all can look up and get a hold of Kaiser's Rod and Custom if you need anything, but please don't just waste his time to talk to him about me or something like that. Just business inquiries only. Like I said, he ain't the cheap, but I'd say he's one of the best. He ain't the cheapest, but he's one of the bestest. There we go. Is it wrong to make pushing a Ford joke in front of you being the owner? No.
You know, I retired from General Motors.
Okay. you rebuilt a Quadrajet and was like, I'd rather rebuild this 2100. Because that's me. I figure out how to put 2100s on Chevrolets. I promise y'all, it'll happen.
It's just spreadboard, you know.
It just works.
An adapter.
It just works.
They work great. My truck's had one on there for years. I drive it every day.
Daily driver.
It is my daily.
Yeah, Paul Taylor across Tecumseh every day. I see him somewhere.
Yeah.
Keep it down back there. No noise area. Need some washer fluid. Fresh new batch. Man, that's a super clean. Figure we'll start with getting any of our nonsense off of that area, and neither one of them's even hooked up to anything. Then we'll get the nonsense out of this area. And over here, curious what we're gonna get into with our air conditioning, heater hose, kind of bulkhead situation there. Of course, we got a line clamped also down here. We're curious to see how that's gonna go. Radiator overflow, and our battery tray, all that. We may be ahead by just taking it all out of there. Oh yeah, except when them bolts comes through down here, don't it? So then we gotta start pulling grills and stuff too. And there'll be another I'll say another benefit to replacing these. I'm hoping where those are supposed to bolt to, we can actually bolt to. There we go. Goodness, that sure did whip me. And this is all of our stuff for our vintage air. Like I said, I have you attach it as close as possible to your battery. Of course, I zip tied stuff the way it worked good with these factory ones, so we'll probably kind of half fight this stuff as we go to figure out our new ones. Just don't forget to hook up that ground right there that I'm sure to forget to hook up. All right, other than that, we're free, except for what's got us on the bottom side. What?
You ever pick up your teeth with broken fingers?
All the nice stuff I've been doing for you the last couple of days, and I just heard you say some very mean stuff. What could have you so upset?
I want to go home.
Those hand cleaning wipes ain't working good like I always say, or what?
Use promo code MR80 at sweetpatina.com.
Oh, you don't care for the sticker. Don't worry.
You could have put a hair more effort to install it. Don't peel that paint off with it. This is why we can't have nice things.
Oh, those
I
are.
haven't even made the first payment yet.
Those are rock chips. Those have been there. They did definitely not.
There's definitely not paint on the back.
They did not come off on this sticker. I can assure
Even
you.
my friends hate me.
I did those with a Sharpie to fool you. I really thought into this. Get a little looby-dooby on our bolts that we can get to, I guess. The rest of them, they go up into the fender. Yeah, probably not gonna have the best of luck. At least we get to smell this real good smelling looby-dooby. Those are 100% gonna break. They need way more than looby-dooby. It's the thought that counts, dang it. Let's go ahead and get these broke ones out of the way. Oh my goodness. It ain't even holding nothing. It's all rusted out of there. But it came out. Ooh, it pooped another bolt. I ain't gonna be able to get on that one. Good thing my buddy old pal sent me some extensions. Dang it. All right. The old rusted tip on that thing. I mean, that ain't even a tip. The end of that bolt rusted off. Well, I guess we technically ain't got to remove that because the lip that it bolts through is rusted off there, so that can come out of there. A win's a win. That one's gonna spin. Those down there will come out, but this one's gonna spin. That one's gonna spin as well. And that one. At this point, we're gonna put our bolts back in and just send this truck to Randy and tell him good luck. Sometimes you can pry on something if it's spinning back there and put enough tension. Got another. And another. To see if we can get these big ones out. These are 9/16 where all your other are half. And they come out. I think the only thing that's still got us is this one here. Yes! Oh yeah, did I mention she was rubbing pretty bad? Now the real question is, can we finagle this out of here? Bet we can. Yeah, let me get some gloves before I slice my fingers open. Ta-da! Does that thing look like the North Dakota edition? Or is that too solid for y'all's?
Oh, that's good. That's like...
This is primo, huh? You wanna ratchet strap it to your trunk? I'll sell it to you.
How much?
25 buckaroos.
It was $8,000 yesterday, so...
I'm slashing prices and cutting deals.
Fire sale there at Woods Market and Market.
Let's keep this party going. This side's gonna be a little nicer to us, I have a feeling. We've got a spinner. Oh, my homemade fender tab here may make this one a little trickier to get out of here. Dang, we almost got them all, except for this one. Yeah! That one came right on out. She's a lot better shape than our passenger one. Of course, our passenger side over here had our battery tray, and we replaced it because it was rotted away. So guarantee this thing had a couple bad batteries in its day. I think that was probably the easy part out of this, because now all we gotta do is get these up in there. I'm gonna have to see if I can find some instructions. These are a slosh tub for a mild drop. As you can kind of see, this lip here where there's holes marked is where your fender wheel well opening is. And on a factory one, it's pretty flat, but you can see this one goes up higher. And of course, that's how you get your additional clearance. The only problem is for that to go higher, some fender has to come out. That's right, comes with a template. We got cut fenders. We gotta start to fit these up, and hopefully where those holes are marked, they're accurate. And they're fiberglass, so grabbing them is a lot of fun. So they come with a template, and it's got a little divot there where that blue piece of tape is. Of course, it's cut out for like the hinge, so got her kind of hanging in place. I'm gonna try to shove it the best I can, and then we just got marked the bottom side. It's gonna be a real shame to cut on these pristine fenders here. I know all this stuff was so bad, but it ain't great. That edge down there, I'm just gonna kind of roll that over that. I'm guessing that's what you're supposed to do. Now the instructions say right on the back side of this clip, that's where we cut. So pretty much we're connecting from that opening on over to this opening. And the same between these ones. All right, laid a little brakes for Sir Mordecai, and then we went for a little rip in that thing. Yeah, I just want to do hot rod stuff with my hot rod friends, Mom. Oh, actually, before we put that template up in there, we probably need to move our wiring on this side. All right, take that out the way, then bring your template in to play. Boom. Hold that with our magnet. All right, with our template, just gonna shove it down, and wherever the bottom is, we just trace along there. I guess something like this right here, we just gotta roll that down some. Hell, I don't know, we're winging it and dinging it. I don't know if the back of the fenders are the same. This side seems harder to lay out than that side did. All right, so with that traced, the picture on the template that's on the back side says above or behind these clips, that little area. I guess we're just gonna go along and we connect that there. With that marked out, we're gonna bring in some tape because that's gonna be very hard to see and cut. There's actually a video I seen on the, down here, here's a video I seen on the YouTubes. I just looked it up last night. It was, I don't know, it's an install video. I'll be honest, I didn't watch a whole lot of it because we can figure it out. I just wanna make sure there wasn't no major obstacles. And those guys did this, use their tape where they can see a lot easier. So that's what we're gonna do. Good idea, fellas, good idea. Oh man, a North Dakota goodbye. Morski's butthole is talking crap. Did y'all hear that? With friends like him. Who needs enemies? See ya. Yeah, you just go right through the door. Don't worry, that Mercedes will stop you. Oh, you want a t-shirt? Yeah, you want a t-shirt. There goes Sir Mordecai. Our hot rod t-shirts are being dropped off right now. They're probably gonna be available this Monday coming up, so I'll get him one of those real quick. And if y'all want to see his car get worked on, like I said, me, Slick, and him thrashed on it a lot yesterday, so that'll be on his main channel, some more content y'all can check out. Us having a good time here. You know, hop over here and cut this for me? With both sides laid out here, I might just take the slice and dice to see what we can't make happen. No glove, no love. Be careful, because you're probably gonna have some sharp edges. I hope that's all we needed out of there. If so, cutting that out of there really wasn't that bad. Just gotta shoot a couple sparks on your face. You'll get over it. Hurts. Make sure I have good side shielded safety glasses. It hurts, but not too bad. Hey, now we can almost get behind that and work that dent out. Well, then if we hammer too much, we're gonna knock the rust through, so better not. Let's not push our luck too much here. I got a little off because I got fogged up and couldn't see. If I'd had them glasses off, I would have cut her good from the start. Little bit, but not a lot of bit. Just carried that cut up and blended it to the other one. Pull her tape off. And I guess we could try to get a roll lock up in there. We're just gonna tear it up on them little sheet metal edges. Let's just try fitting one of these suckers and see. I'm curious what we're about to get into here. So lip facing forward, that out. Here's our driver's side. Oh yeah, some nice strands of fiberglass right there to get you. So you better have some gloves on. There we go. Did y'all see that reattack? Probably not, since you're looking that way. I started with the butt end down, kind of picked it up over. Well, I started with trying to push that up in there. So don't put the back end first. Drop the back end down, set the front up in there. Well, simple enough so far. Now all we gotta do is everything. Pull these things over and kind of up. They really do seem to fit in place pretty dang good in here. Almost like they're made for it or something. All I know to do is get this one started for some help. Drill that from the top. I'll go drill her to a 1/2 inch on bottom, or probably not 1/2 inch, whatever I need. Then I'll put a bolt up through there. That'll help hold that. Then I'll kind of look at everything else. Looks like I may have her pulled further back than they probably want, but we're gonna try it. But don't go there. We would have always thought it should have. That's a Randy saying. Classic on his truck. If it don't work, we would have always thought it should have. Well, that fits tight, but you see we got a gap over here. We should be able to grab that, hopefully. Yep, just shift it on over. Now all we gotta do is get a lot more holes in this thing. Our fender wheel not being metal, I lost half my tripods that I usually stick the camera to here. So I pulled that over because obviously if that's able to twist, we pull it that away and get one started down there, then that should keep it from twisting. And then we'll figure out the rest. I don't know, this is gonna work. I'm just doing spray and pray. Thinking if I can maybe get some of that rattle can down in there, it'll leave a circle where those things are. I don't know how else we're supposed to mark them. Whittle our hand in there that don't fit. I got a predefined hole right there with our rattle can. It's about, I don't know, a 1/2 inch forward of what this is marked. Then there's this. There's holes on here, but I don't even know if we can trust them. I don't even know if this came with instructions. I opened them up last week and all I got was the template in the pack. So if there's instructions, I didn't see them. I guess what we could do, well, and then that hole hit my spray paint hole, so we gotta be close. Maybe that butt end needs shoved over or something. I'll be the guinea pig, how's that? I just drilled their hole in the center. I'll put a clip on the center one, and then get up in place. We'll try to get the center one started. Then we'll shove up the front, see how that lands. The worst that's gonna happen here is we end up with an extra hole right there that's a little off. I think we'll be okay. Put some pressure there. Still got to draw that back here. I don't think the spray paint's working. Pretty good at making a mess though. As you can see, I tried again. Now come to find out, I'm out of lacquer thinner, but I'm not out of brake clean. Apparently, brake clean's gonna have to get it done. Good enough to make a mess. Well, I measured between the holes in there and they were 9.5. Then I measured from there and there and it's 9.5. I only reference check one of them, but one of them's good enough for me. We're gonna drill these like they're here on a purpose or for a reason. Maybe we'll get frisky and check this one too. That's also 9.5. And on the truck, we're also 9.5. Maybe these are here for a reason. A minute ago, I was real smart and drilled that one over here and then started rolling around in it. My arms aren't itching at all. This is not fun. I put new clips in them, and I wish I had better clips. This one I had to drill a new hole. These ones hit, but they're at an angle, but they're holding. I don't think it'll cause a problem. Now the top three lined up beautifully. It has separated some fiberglass though, as you can see, so I don't know what to do here. I mean, I'm sure all these trucks are a little different, and how you cut stuff affects it, blah, blah, blah. Getting those top three, like I said, no problem. The other ones, I just had to kind of pry on the stuff and make sure the clip was back there. Most of the clips broke, as you can imagine, so if I was to do these again, which Randy got these, so I didn't think about it, and I didn't know what came with them. I would look for better fender clips. I have this little crappy kit here, and these are not for a 5/16, so I'm actually having to drill out the head and then just run it into these, which that's just a little, you know, crap cheapo sheet metal clip. A better clip would probably help. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there now. So I think as long as we get the front ones, and I don't even know about the back ones. Front ones are simple. I'm gonna push them up with the 2x4 jack and then drill down from the top like y'all seen earlier, so no big deal there. Tighten those ones up. For these rear ones, I'm literally just gonna kind of guess where I think it's gonna go through and drill the hole. Dang, I missed bad. We got her that time though. There we go. Now that going into a nut is solid. We got one extra hole right there. You could put a little fiberglass in it if it makes you feel better, or body filler or something. I think we'll be okay. On our back one, same thing. I missed pretty good on our first one, and then that let me know where I was at, and I was able to hit it on the second one. All right, all of our bolts are in. A few extra holes along the way, but hey, I guess that's part of it. That side just took me a lot longer than I thought. 6:30, dang it. No more, it's got to mess up the schedule today. Always throwing everything off. Ha! Try. We're still gonna whoop her. That one was marked, but it ain't even in the center where that flares out for strength. Boy howdy. Here we go again, round 2. Mark them out to 9.5. I'm just gonna drill some holes and get this sucker in there. Just like Hollywood, guys, those 3 went super fast. Just like over there, but on these fender lip ones, I'm just using that smaller drill bit and I'm gonna drill a hole. I got really close this time. I'll drill it bigger. Then right there, I can hit the clip. That actually worked better than what we did over there, as far as the drilling the pre-drilled holes. This one ain't all crazy and stressed. Got that one first try. This is definitely the way to do this. Hell with that pre-drill. Drill the top 3, put them in place, and just hoping you hit the hole on the first or second try. Come on, baby. Ain't gonna push our luck with them rusty ones. I can't remember if I could get it clanking before or not. Dang sure can't now. A little pop-in plastic nubbies here. Looks like we can reuse on the very front and the back. We lost our middle one, but I think that'll be okay. 2 don't hold it, 3 never would have. I popped that one there and kind of shoved it down in our gap. It looks like it's clipped, but now one of those breaks, we got an extra. I was curious about this, and it does not look like the battery tray is gonna go to this. So we just need to cut this off at an angle from here, just up to this way. And I'll be honest, old Randy gets whatever's quick and easy right now, because we're in a bind, we're way behind. And I'm willing to make a deal. I'm in a better mood already, just because Mortski's out of here. Cha-ching. I think the only thing that has us now is this long bolt. Dang, still don't fit. I'm gonna take this bolt out right here and put it in this. That's too tall. Drill a couple holes. We'll get our bolts started. Be a great time to have nutserts this size, because I was in a hurry. I was all happy, wasn't I? And this kind of took the wind out of my sails again. I just wanted to get in a decent time and hang out with my family tonight. Guys, there just ain't time to carry this into tomorrow. There ain't. I'm not really mad at Mortski, but all jokes aside, we are behind from him being here. Like I said, I'm not mad. We just got to get X amount done. And what we did on his car, we needed to do. I would even say for his safety. The question's gonna be, does this battery sit too high? I'm gonna go put the hood on. It's looking like we'll probably be okay. Get our circuit breaker mounted. We got one more. There she is. Now, if you're thinking you didn't do the overflow, you didn't do this tank, that tank, whatever, I know. Like I said, those things weren't used over here. I'm sure they could be adapted to work. The overflow tank is super nasty. As you can tell how that's been sticking down in there. So I'm just fine with ditching that down there, where if she does spit some out, it just goes underneath the truck. Overflow tank could be figured out if Randy desired. But those things look pretty good in there. Give us a lot of extra clearance. So I'm excited to see if they fix this problem for Randy. Luckily, all this stuff, a little modification on this, I think we're gonna be okay. As far as our vintage air stuff and all that, it just fell right back, you know, looks like it's meant to be there. That worked really well. Kind of figured they would, because a lot of people who's dropping these things are doing vintage air and stuff like that. So I kind of expected it to work, but you just never know. So I'm gonna tighten up our battery, get our tools off here, just slap the Phillips back in our grill shell, get it back on, and I think we'll be ready for a test drive. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, that's a good fit right there. Send that picture to Randy real quick. Here you go, buddy. It was kind of a pain in the butt. If anyone else would have asked, I would have told them jump off a cliff. This was not fun. If you ever get a chance to do a set of these, don't. I didn't really send that, I was just playing. Except the part about the text, the rest I meant. All right, let's take her for a little test cruise. Can't imagine why we needed them tubs. Oh, you sexy thing. Now I'm actually gonna drive through this. Watch out, Theo. And I purposely was smacking them bumps hard, because before, a couple of them, it would jolt you up in there. It would jolt the tires up into the wheel wells, which is what we're trying to fix. I picked this road because I actually know there's some bumps, like all this stuff. And like I said, I want to try to see if we can get her to bottom out. There we go. That was a good test. That was a good, like, drop and then kind of jolt up. And I don't think anything touched. And before, that would have been a driving the old GMC into the sunset. Look at some mini donkeys over there. We'll go out of the sunset. Give her gas. Good little pickup, guys. That's gonna help him out a lot. We definitely needed to get that taken care of for him. Oh, where's that other drop? Oh, back that way, there's a hard one we could have tested it on. And obviously Randy driving it more is going to be the ultimate test. There's a way he goes to work where he says there's an area that gets him every time. So that'll let us know if that, I don't know how much clearance we gain from that. I would guesstimate about 2.5 inches. It kind of looked by eye. So hopefully that 2.5 makes all the difference for him. And that's going to wrap it, guys. I'm driving us right now actually to my editor's parents' house. They live over here and he's there right now. So I'm going to drop y'all off with him so this can get edited tomorrow and back to me tomorrow, so I can upload it tomorrow night and have it ready for y'all Thursday at noon. So that's it. So I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you being here, especially on the second channel. Tell you 1,000 times, it means the world to me. I'm on the Instagrammer. I'm on the Patreon, the Facebooker. I what else? Memberships on the channel and puttinsfabshop.com for that good quality merchandise. Be ready. We got some new drops coming this Monday. And much other than that, I will see you guys next time. However, do not forget, sitting on your ass will not finish your project. I'll see y'all in the next one. Hot damn, there's so much BSery. We had to start a whole channel for all the extras. Be sure to go check out Puttin's Fab Shop if you ain't seen that baby yet. Come on!